Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and I just finished my cardio and my leg day, which is cool. I'm in the car. It's 8 a.m. about to go clean up and go to work, and I just wanted to just talk, So about a year ago, for those of you who know me, I was 320 pounds, 2 years ago now, and I lost about 158 pounds and got strong. And woke up and realized, hey, I can transform my life. That's badass. And then I got excited. I thought, oh man, I'm going to go fix all that other stuff in my life that I'm not so good at. And worked really hard at it and didn't really make any progress. And here I am a year later, and I'm physically healthier. I'm stronger. I'm in better shape. But my other two major goals were financial success and relationship success, and I really haven't moved those balls at all. And I got really pissed off about that. And I said, why is that happening? Why am I not improving in the other areas of my life to the extent that I want to? Well, there's a pretty obvious and glaring reason why. I spend 2 hours every single day working out. I spend an hour in the morning split lifting and doing cardio, and I spend an hour at night doing boot camp style, calisthenics at the camp, which is great. Awesome place. I don't spend 2 hours a day improving my financial health outside of my life. I go to work, and I keep hoping that if I'm better at work, I'm going to make more money. But that's already factored in, right? So all that time that I'm spending at work is just care and feeding of what I already have. It's not going to make me better at all. And I don't spend 2 hours a day extra focusing on improving my relationship with my wife and my kids and my extended family members. I don't do that. I just do the normal stuff that I do. And then I thought to myself, this is jacked up. Something's wrong. And I really took a hard look at why it is I'm not improving, right? And it's pretty obvious. The reason I'm not improving is the same reason I was where I was in the first place. And that is I'm an undisciplined, weak loser. I'm disciplined now in one area of my life, but I'm not disciplined in the other areas of my life. And then I thought to myself, well, why am I not disciplined in those areas of my life? And the answer I kept coming back with is, I don't know what to do. I have an unlimited amount of energy to go work on stuff now. Like I bounce off the walls with energy, and I don't know what to go do. I don't know what things I need to go pick up, what weights I need to pick up that make me wealthier. I don't know what weights I need to go pick up that make me stronger in my relationships. Like that's hard. I can't figure that out. And then I really took a look at my life. Why is it I've been a complete failure most of my life? Why was I weak and pathetic in high school? Why was I weak and pathetic in college? Why was I weak as a young man? Why did I have all these talents and all this ability and not accomplish more? And the answer finally hit me. And it was that I'm focusing way the hell too much on specific outcomes and not nearly enough on the big picture, right? I'm focused on how do I make more money? How do I get a better car? How do I get a better house? How do I find money to send my kids to college? Blah, blah, blah. And I've been focused on whatever the outcome I'm interested in since I can remember, right? Since I was a little kid. And I've never really understood that that's not what it's about. But what it's about is focusing on the big picture. What am I trying to accomplish in a big way? And if I accomplish that, then all that other stuff will line out. So then I really thought about that, man. What am I trying to do? And it occurred to me that the answer stared me right in the face. I want to help transform people's lives. I've transformed my life. I'm going to continue to transform my life. And I want to transform your life. Because the odds are, if you see this content, if you talk to me, if you run into me, there's something about your life you want to change, right? Everything we see on television, everything we read about is all about people's desires to change. It's the obvious stuff. I want to stop drinking. I want to make more money. I want to have my own business, whatever. But there's a lot of subtle stuff too, right? 5 ways to have the better Thanksgiving dinner for your family. 5 tips you need to have in order to make costumes for Halloween. All of that stuff implies that what you've already done needs to improve, right? And it's very simple. Why? Because we have a finite amount of time, right? And that means that anything we do has an opportunity cost, because it's excluding the possibility of doing something else. And so all of us instinctively understand, man, I better make sure that the thing I do, that's the right thing to do, because otherwise I'm not only am I not benefiting, I'm actually hurting myself or my loved ones because I didn't do the thing I could do, right? And so here's what I want to do. And I want everybody out there to help me out. I want to transform lives. I want to transform your life. I want to transform your friends' lives. I want to transform your kids' lives. I want to make all of us stronger and better. And the best way I can do that is to do it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to spend some time and I'm going to get every leadership book, every transformation book, every video, every product, every thing that people say I should do, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to record what happens. I'm going to talk about what happens. And we're going to take the best of all that stuff, and we're going to figure out how normal, average, middle-aged losers can become badasses, right? Because that's what it's about. So the first thing I did was I saw this video about this Navy SEAL commander stud who's written a lot of books on leadership, extreme leadership, and all that stuff. But the first thing he wrote was this field manual, he called it, on self-discipline. I thought, man, I need self-discipline because I don't have any self-discipline. So I got some for working out, like I'm good at that, yay. But that hasn't translated to other stuff, right? So I'm going to go figure that out. So I bought his book, which was $12, good price, and I read it in 3 hours. I said, that's pretty cool. It's not like any book I ever read before. It's like poetry. It's not a how-to manual. It's a Navy SEAL standing over your shoulders with a water hose turning down your neck as you're doing push-ups, kicking your ass, and telling you how it needs to be. And it was awesome. And I thought, well, this is badass. And it all starts with waking up at 4:30 in the morning. So I thought, all right, I'll get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'll do that every day. And let's see what happens if I get up every day at 4:30. Well, the first thing that happened is this happened. I made this video. I got motivated. I did something cool, and I want everybody to see this, and I want you to get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I want you to do something cool, and I want you to attack your problems and you to attack your weakness, and I want you to post below how you did it, what the outcome was, what happened when you did it, how you felt, how much discipline you got, how much stronger you got. And I'm going to do that every single day. So for the next week, if nothing else, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to post these videos, and I'm going to record what happens, and I want all of you to record what happens, and I want you to do the same thing, and then I want to reach out to that guy. I'm going to say, hey, you helped me change my life, man. You helped me move the ball, and you helped all these other people move the ball. What else can I learn? And I'm going to do that with something every day of every week until we figure it out, right? So help me. Help me by doing the same thing. Take the same challenge. Take the 4:30 in the morning challenge right now, man. Get up at 4:30 in the morning. It sucks. It sucks. There's no doubt about it. People who like mornings are weird. It sucks. But here's the thing. I don't like waking up in the morning. I don't like getting up at 4:30 in the morning. I can promise you that. And I sure as hell don't like getting out of my rack, getting out of the cold, nice, warm, comfy bed, and putting on clothes and going to the gym and working out tired. Working out sleepy is the worst feeling in the world as far as I'm concerned. But I can tell you this much. And here's the worst part, because last night I couldn't go to bed to my normal time, which was like 11. So I only had like 4 hours of sleep by the time I actually fell asleep, quality sleep. But here's the deal. I accomplished more in that gym this morning by myself than I have in 2 or 3 weeks. I made this content. And instead of just staring at my computer when I get into the office and thinking, man, I need to carve out some time, I got to record some content, I actually did it. That's cool. And I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. And I know what I'm going to do the day after that. And it all happened because I got up at 4:30 in the morning. Well, that's pretty easy. I mean, relatively speaking, and here's why. He says it in his book. And I'll put all the details below because I'm tired right now and I can't remember. But I'll put it below. Here's the deal. I've known every time I confront a meal and I eat right, and every time I confront not going to the gym and I go, and every time I confront a set that I really don't want to do because like leg day hurts and I actually do it, I know that every time I do that, I'm getting stronger. I am physically getting stronger. I am beating temptation. I am building self-discipline. That means in the moment, I am choosing to do better. Because here's the big lie that we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves that that our past determines who we are right now. That I, Andrew Henderson, am the culmination of 48 years of living. In reality, I'm not. I'm what's happening in this moment right now. Now, all that shit influences what's happening right now. But what's happening right now is something I can affirmatively choose. And every time I choose to do something that builds me up, I'm winning. I'm beating weakness. I'm beating chaos. I'm beating the tendency to curl up in a little ball and hope somehow magically my kids can go to college, and magically my mortgage is going to get paid, and magically I can get the kitchen that I need to have because mine's old, and magically I can meet the needs of my wife and of my children, and all that's just going to happen. Well, it's not going to happen. It's going to happen when I get off my ass and make it happen, right? And that's the muscle, the real muscle that I'm building when I work out every day. I'm building self-discipline, right? I build self-discipline when I eat properly. And now I'm building self-discipline when I wake up in the morning. How great is that? All I got to do is wake up. Like, that's easy. And if I do that, then I get to do all this other stuff. I get 2 more hours of productivity in my day. I get a stump to my day, and I start my day as a winner. I don't curl my tail when I go into the gym thinking, oh man, I got to go work out again. I go in the gym going, you know what? I already beat the toughest thing I'm going to fight today. The toughest monster in my life is sitting on my head at 4:30 in the morning, keeping me in bed, telling me how comfortable and warm it is, right? That's the hardest monster I'm going to fight today. That guy is a big freaking guy. And I already beat that guy. So what's happening in the gym? No problem. What's going to happen when I get to work? No problem. What's going to happen when I post this and try to figure out how to turn this into something that you see that makes you better? No problem. All of that, all of it is easier for me than get out of bed 4:30 in the morning. So, needless to say, I loved that book. It works. And there's a lot of other stuff in that book that I'm going to do. And I read it cover to cover in 3 hours. Well, if I can read it cover to cover in 3 hours, I can probably read a third of it in an hour, right? So what if every single day I get up at 4:30 in the morning, I read a third of that book again, keep it fresh in my mind, get motivated again, and then I go to the gym at 5:30, and then I get home at 6:30, and then I start my day. Badass. So that's what I'm going to do for the next week. And every morning I'm going to record one of these videos, figure out how the hell to distribute it. And hopefully you guys will join with me too. And we can kick some ass. Because that's better, right? It worked for me, at least today. And I guarantee you, if you do it, it'll work for you too. Have a great day.